Guys, I just got done seeing Shin Lim at the Mirage in Las Vegas, and holy crap, it was flippin' amazing. I gotta tell you about it. You guys, I just saw Shin Lim, the magician from America's Got Talent. I just saw him in Las Vegas, and it was insane. He is insane. I was like, my mind is blown to bits right now. The whole time I was just like this, and everything he did, I was just like, what? Wow. What the heck? Seriously, everything was just like insane. Like, he just makes things disappear out of his hands, or makes it appear, or it changes like right in front of you. Like, it doesn't, he's not moving his hand, he's not doing anything, he's not putting it anywhere, and it'll just go whoop whoop whoop, and then it'll switch. Anyway, he did some crazy stuff. There was a guy that was also in his, that would do some things too, called Colin Cloud, who is also an AGT guy. He made it to the finals, but he didn't win. But he was really cool too. He did a lot of Sherlock Holmes type things, where he'd like guess people's birthdays, or like guess their last name, like crazy stuff. And he'd write it down. It was insane. But he did a crazy thing in the beginning with the calculator, where he just had people calling out random numbers. And then we were on a calculator, and we were timesing it and adding it. And then all of a sudden, the last number was like this huge long number. Well, he wrote it down, and then he's like, I predicted this the whole time. And then he put like commas and slashes, and it was how many people were in the theater, the date, today's date, and then the exact time. And everybody was doing it on their calculator on their phone, and it was insane too. That was insane, because he was just people calling out random numbers. It was crazy. That was crazy. But I wanted to talk about this. This one was crazy, the Shin Lim, because he had people coming from the audience to do different things and to like witness him doing his card stuff. But he did one that was the whole audience. So when we sat down, there was a pack of cards at our seat that had 4 cards in it. And so we opened them, and they were all just random cards. Like, we each had 4 random cards from the deck of cards. So then he had us put the cards, shuffle them all however we want, then put them like this, and then rip them in half. So we ripped them in half, and then we shuffled them some more, and then he had us take a random one and put it in our pocket. Like, this is the whole audience. So 1,000-something people, the whole audience is doing this. So we put it in our pocket. So then he had us take the pieces of the cards and shuffle them together, and then just like, then he would say, take the one in the middle and throw it over your shoulder. And then shuffle it some more, take the one from the bottom and throw it over your shoulder. So everyone's like throwing cards over their shoulder, like just random. It was so random. Just shuffle, shuffle, throw, shuffle, shuffle, throw, like super, super random. I'm not even joking. This was the most crazy thing that has ever happened to me. And so then we are left with one piece of a card. And we have one piece of the card, and he's like, now take out the piece that's in your pocket. And it was my card. It was the same card. How in the heck? How in the heck? And the people around me, they all had the same card too, except one girl didn't. One girl had 2 different pieces, but majority of the people in there, how is that possible? That doesn't make sense. Like, we were randomly chucking cards over our shoulder, and we put this piece in our pocket beforehand, and we ripped it. Like, what? How did he get the whole audience? How? I just don't know. I'm so baffled. That was insane. That was insane. That was in the very beginning too. Colin Cloud did the calculator trick, and then he did this trick, and it was like, what in the heck? And just after that, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how he's doing any of this. This is insane. His very last trick was like, what just happened? He switched places with the guy. Colin Cloud wasn't even on the stage. He was on the stage. Shin Lim was standing on the stage doing a card thing where he's changing all the cards, different colors. It was this whole close-up thing. Then all of a sudden, it was his all of a sudden, when he was like changing the cards, he changed himself, and it was Colin Cloud, and then he was in the back of the theater. He was in the back of the theater, and all of a sudden, he was like, here I am, like in the very back, and walks forward. It's like, what the crap? Because he was standing in front of us right then. He was standing in front of us on the stage, and then all of a sudden, he was in the back. Anyway, it was insane. If you go to Las Vegas, you should go check out his show at the Mirage called Limitless. It will blow your mind to bits. And this trick, I don't know how he did that, but that was the coolest thing I had ever experienced. One of the coolest things ever. I don't know. I'm just so baffled. Anyways, Shin Lim is amazing. He rocks. Colin Cloud was rad. So entertaining. So just like mind-blowing. So go see it if you get a chance. Watch his videos on YouTube and you'll be like just baffled and amazed by the stuff he does. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. I have no more words.